Good morning, grade 5. How are you all? I hope you're doing fine. So today you're going to be doing something interesting. It's called as electric circuits. How we can draw these electric circuits. It's from your pupils book page 109 to 111 and you have a homework worksheet number 9. So do that and I'm waiting for it. So the aim and objectives are you can recognize and draw scientific circuit symbols. And the success criteria, that means by the end of the lesson you would know certificate symbols or main parts of the circuit and you can make circuit diagrams using the scientific symbols. Okay. So what are circuits? It's a complete loop in which electricity flows in each and every component. And what parts do all circuits contain? They contain a power source, wires and components like lamp, bulb, motor and buzzer. Now, the real question is that can you draw a circuit which includes a bulb? So when you think of the question that I asked earlier, that you can draw a circuit using a bulb or a lamp, does this come to your mind? Yes, it does. It is a complete circuit and you can see that all the components are connected properly with wires and the crocodile clips to each and every part of the component. So is there anything that you don't understand about this circuit? In a circuit we saw that we have cells or battery. We call it as a battery or we call it as a cell. Actually this is one, so we call it as a cell and it contains both positive and negative terminals. Okay, these are called as electrodes and each electrode has a chemical which reacts with the and it produces electric current, like how you can see it here in the circuit. A cell is when we have two or more batteries joined together. Okay, you can see from here there is two cells joined together. This is called as a battery. But in your book it is written for both the cases batteries, one battery or two batteries. Okay, so the above diagram show how single cells in individual cases link together. Some larger batteries such as car batteries contain multiple cells inside. You can see how many cells are there. And your car battery also has many individual cells and together the whole thing is called as a battery. But as I said before, in your book, all the cells are called as battery. One battery, two batteries. So we will consider both the cases, right? Now let's go forward. The topic for today is circuit symbols. See, I asked you earlier that to draw a circuit having a lamp, okay, but drawing that circuit takes a little bit of time, right? So what scientists have done is that they have made symbols for it, made it easier, and some of them have one symbol and some of them have two symbols. Let's see. Now you can see over here there is a lamp, there is a one cell or battery, and there is a switch that is closed. Okay, can you see what the symbols are? These are the symbols. One cell has one line longer and one line shorter. The longer line is for the positive terminal and the shorter line is for the negative terminal. The battery has two symbols. You can draw both of them. And the switch, when it is closed, this is the symbol. Now let's see the symbol for the next component. You can see here there are two cells, or you can say a battery. There is a buzzer. There is a motor. There is a wire with a crocodile clip, and there is a switch that is open. Do you want to see which circuit symbol is for which component? Let's check. Did you see? The cells now they have two batteries, right? So they have two lines, two positives and two negatives. The positive, as I said before, it's a longer line and the negative is a smaller line. And in this case, there are two, so you can see one end of the negative is connecting to the positive. Okay, the crocodile clip with the wire has a straight line as a circuit symbol. The buzzer, it has a small oval shape, a semicircle as a symbol. A motor, which you find in your cars, which you find in the small fans, those are having this symbol. And you know what the buzzer does? A buzzer is also a component which gives a slight noise. And this is a switch that is open. That means if it's going to be connected in a circuit, then it will not allow the electricity to pass through. So I will give you 1 minute to memorize these symbols. Okay, and I will click start and the time will begin, and then you'll have a small challenge. You can see two circuit symbols of buzzers, one with a cross and one with a semicircle inside. Cell or one battery, two batteries or two cells, okay, wire, motor, buzzer, an open switch, that means it's not connected, a closed switch, that means it's on. Have a look at it very carefully. And see properly very well and see how the symbols, because after that you're going to be having a small challenge. These symbols are also mentioned in your book, so you can also look from there and revise. This is on page 109 and 110. Since it's ended, now let's start our challenge. Okay, so how many circuit symbols can you recall? Let's start. How many circuit symbols can you really remember? This is a lamp or a bulb. So what is the symbol for this? If you want, I can give you a hint. The symbol is correct. That's very good. There are two symbols for it. Now let's see the next. This is a closed switch. That means the switch is closed, the electricity is flowing through it. What do you think the symbol is going to be for this one? It was very easy. Let's try remembering. Yes, very good. Now this is an open one. How was this connected? I'll give you a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, very good. Let's see the next one. This is a crocodile clip having a wire. I think this is the easiest of all the symbols. Easiest and the most common thing that you can find. Let's see. Do you want to count down? I don't think you need a countdown for this. I think everybody knows this. Let's check. Yes, it's a straight line. The next one battery or cell. What is the symbol for this? It has two lines. How is it going to be drawn? Do you want to count down for this one? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exactly. It's the easiest of also one. This is slightly complicated. This is a motor. How is the symbol of the motor? It's similar to the lamp, but it's little different. Let's check. Yes, it has an M in the middle, whereas the lamp had a cross, or it has a X in its side, and it has a small semicircle. That's the only difference between a motor and a lamp. Simple. Now these are two batteries. Can you see this? Can you see what is the answer for this one? Yes, there are two lines, two positives and two negative terminals connected to each other. The negative goes to the positive. That's very good. This is a buzzer. It makes a noise when you connect this in a circuit to show that electricity flows through it. You must have heard it during the games when they press the button and it makes a noise. Something like that. This is the sound of a buzzer. So what is a symbol for a buzzer? I'll give you a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, exactly. This is the sound of the buzzer. Very good. And this is the circuit symbol of our buzzer. That's very nice. Let's see the next.
In the last video, we saw symbols of a few basic electrical components used in a circuit. This is a symbol representing a battery, which is a 1.5 volt cell. This bigger line represents a positive terminal and the small one represents a negative terminal. This symbol is used for the bulb connected in the circuit. It is just W written upside down in this way and enclosed in a circle. So if we were to draw this simple circuit using the symbols, then how would we do it? Just draw the symbols for the electric cell and the bulb first. Then using straight lines for wires, join them together. This is the circuit diagram representing this circuit. It was simple to draw, wasn't it? You can even show the direction of electric current in the circuit with arrowheads. So the electric current is flowing in this direction from the positive to the negative terminal of the cell. Now we had seen in the past that this is not the only way to light up a bulb in this circuit. For instance, if we interchange the wires connected to the two terminals of the bulb, then the bulb will still glow. This is because the circuit is still complete and all the terminals of the system are occupied. Can you draw the circuit diagram for this circuit? Why don't you give it a try? If you look at this circuit, the positive terminal of the cell, which was initially connected to this terminal of the bulb, is now connected to the other terminal. Similarly, the negative terminal, which was initially connected to this terminal, is now connected to this one. So how will the circuit diagram of this circuit look like? This is the circuit diagram. Compare it with this one. You see that we've just reversed the direction of the battery. Hence, the electric current in this circuit is flowing in the opposite direction. So the electric current can flow in either direction. As long as the circuit is complete, the electricity will flow and the bulb will glow. Let us look at this circuit now. How many components does this circuit have? Yes, 3. A bulb, cell and a switch. What is the symbol for switch? There are two symbols for a switch. This symbol is used when the switch is on and this symbol is used when the switch is off. If we were to draw a circuit diagram for this circuit, then here is what it will look like. Note that there will be two circuit diagrams for this. This one is when the switch is off and the electric current is not flowing through the circuit. We see that no arrowheads are shown here. This circuit diagram is when the switch is on. Here, the circuit is complete and the current is flowing. The arrowheads are used to show the direction of the electric current, which is always from the positive to the negative terminal of the battery. Now here is a question for you. We know that when the electric current flows between the two ends of the filament heats up. This heating up of the filament results in its glowing, and this is how we receive light from the bulb. But if this filament is broken, then will the bulb glow? No, it won't. This is because if the filament breaks, the circuit will be broken.
Now looking at the diagram that I had shown earlier, of a circuit, a simple circuit having a lamp and one cell and a set of wires. Is that drawing more difficult than the one that I have drawn over here? The one that I have drawn uses the symbols of wires, one cell and a lamp. This is more easier to draw. This is called as a circuit diagram in which their circuit symbols are used. Circuit diagrams are used by engineers, especially when they're constructing buildings, when they want to put in the circuits in different buildings. And not only in buildings, all types of electrical engineers, they use circuit diagrams to fit different parts of the components and make different components and different circuit diagrams are made. This is one of the easiest, having one lamp, a set of wires and a battery. And you can use your pencils and you can use your scales and you can draw a simple circuit diagram which is very easy to draw as compared to the one that has, you show a lamp and you show one battery and you show wires. Using circuit symbols, circuit diagrams are much more easier. Now let's see the next one. In the next diagram, I have included a switch. Well, in my switch, you can see it shows that there is a connection that is not there, but it is not true. It's actually wires that have been connected, but since it's a small picture drawn that way, so we cannot connect it that. But this is a circuit diagram having a switch which is closed and electricity is flowing through it. This circuit diagram has 4 components, one switch, one battery, wires and a lamp. So drawing the circuit diagram using the circuit symbols makes it easier. Let's try another one. Now can you see this circuit diagram? It includes wires, battery, motor and lamp. And in here you have 2 batteries, right? See how it is drawn here? Exactly the same way you can also try it in your copybooks. These are very easy to draw. If you would draw a motor, it would take more time for you to draw a motor. If you draw a lamp, it will take more time. It have to be more specific. But using circuit symbols, the circuit diagrams become easier. Now let's have a small plenary. What do you think is present in these circuit diagrams? If you remember the circuit symbol. Can you think of the first one? It's batteries, very good. Motor, excellent. Lamp or a bulb, excellent again. Closed switch, buzzer, and then batteries. Keep this circuit in your mind, the circuit diagram in your mind, because the next plenary question is going to be about the same thing. I think it's better if you would draw it in your copybook. You can pause the video, you can draw it in your copybook and then write the fill in the blanks. That would be much better. So keeping the diagram in the copybook in front of you, let's try filling up the blanks. The electric current leaves the, what is the main source of electric current in a circuit? Batteries, excellent, and passes through the motor. It then travels through the next component is what? Lamp. That's very good. And next through the closed switch. And finally through the buzzer before returning to the battery. So as you understood earlier, an electric circuit it's a complete loop in which electricity flows. The electric current leaves from the batteries, passes through the motors, then the lamp and the closed switch and through the buzzer before returning to the battery again. Do you think if the switch was open, the electric current is going to pass through? That means it was not closed like how it's supposed to be. It has a gap. The electric current will not pass through because it's an incomplete circuit. Now, I hope you had a great day. I hope you understood the lesson. Practice your circuit symbols on the worksheet number 9 and take care of yourself. Goodbye.